beautiful, and welcome back to another video. Girl, I feel like it has been forever since we have sat down, we haven't chit-chatted, we haven't talked. I actually feel really proud and happy that you guys are loving this series. If you are new to this channel, I have created a series. This is the third installment in this series. It's called 1 Week 2, where I teach you the best tips and tricks to build long-lasting habits within a week. So we go over things like 1 week to build a friend group, 1 week to be more attractive, 1 week to have confidence. But today I feel like is a video that people have been requesting and asking for and waiting for. Because today, it's 1 week to get rich, or 1 week to build rich girl habits. 1 week to embody that wealthy woman that we see so clearly in our dream life, so clearly as our higher self. In 1 week, we can become the type of woman that attracts wealth easily, who has elevated standards, and is financially confident in every area of her life. So if that sounds like something that you're into, go ahead, keep watching. And if this is your first time seeing my face, hello, beautiful. My name is Jasmine. I create a lot of content on how to glow up, how to become your best self. So if you want 2026 to be your best year yet, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and I want you to comment down below your best financial tip you've ever learned. I really want you to do this. You can do this now, in the middle of the video, at the end of the video, but either way, I want you to comment one of these tips so that you can help the next woman. I feel like my comment section is a gold mine sometimes for the best tips and the best tricks for our glow up journey, and I really appreciate when you contribute, because I value what you have to say. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot of glow up tips that you just won't find here. And then lastly, shout out to the sponsor of today's video. It is HelloFresh. So thank you so much, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's video and supporting this community. If you are an OG TikTok follower, I was going through some of my old TikToks the other day. I have been using HelloFresh since 2021. I was including it in my old TikToks. I'll see if I have a video to post, but I'll talk about HelloFresh a little bit later on because I've been obsessed with them for years now. I want this video to be informative. I want it to be to the point. So grab your juice, grab your snacks, grab your notepad, because we are about to get right into this video. If you watched the previous 2 episodes of this series, then you would know that I break this down by day. I'm serious when I talk about 1 week. We're gonna go through day 1 through day 7, all of the things that we need to do to be a wealthy woman. This isn't about being born rich. It is about behaving like the version of you that knows she is valuable. It's about the micro decisions. It's about the money mindset and showing up with financial confidence and structure. This is what we need to keep in mind for day 1, because on day 1 we are setting our rich girl foundation. Personally, I'm starting this week on a Sunday. I really like starting these challenges on a Sunday during my Sunday reset, especially because day 1 is usually a low lift. Because here's the thing, clarity is power and money loves direction. On day 1, I really need you to put your pride aside, because we need to get serious and we need to have clarity about where we're currently at. First thing I want you to do is I want you to audit your current finances. No shame, just awareness. Don't even attach a feeling to it. And if a feeling does come, let it go. We're just talking numbers at this point, no feeling. This is when we open our checking accounts, our savings accounts, our investment accounts, seeing where we all are and organizing them and actually writing them down. Remember, this is just an audit. We're not doing anything with it yet. We're just seeing where we're currently at. And then on day 1, this might be the most important part, we need to set a financial intention. Now, if you know anything about manifestation or intentions, it's really important to attach 2 different things to it. 1, a feeling, and 2, gratitude. Gratitude is pretty easy. We all know what it is. It's feeling grateful for something that may not be in your present future, but that you're calling into your life. So I'm so grateful to wake up to $200,000 in my bank account. The second thing I want you to do is attach a feeling to it. This week, I want to feel blank about money. Now, the real trick is, you want to write this down, preferably somewhere that you can see it throughout the week, maybe even make it a background on your phone. But I want you to think about a time where you had a positive feeling about money. Maybe you had a payday and you had a little bit of extra money left over for a self-care night. Maybe you got a larger refund check than you thought you were. Remember that feeling of surprise, of relief, whatever it might be, and hold on to that feeling that you've already experienced. That is the feeling that we're gonna attach to this intention. So this week, I want to feel relieved about my money. This week, I want to feel excited about my money. On day one, we really need to make a mindset shift when we're auditing. This mindset shift needs to be, I'm not afraid to look at my money. I'm the type of woman that takes control of it. This is an identity shift. So that when we go throughout the week, like, of course I know where my finances are. Of course I know where my investments are. It's really, really important that we go into the rest of this week with this intention, with this mindset shift, because it's going to set us up for success. Here are the things that I want you to list out. List out what you owe, what you spend, and what you want. The goals, the visions, if you have a number attached to it. Also, and this is not necessary, but I'm a journaling girl and I really, really appreciate journaling prompts. I think it's also important when we talk about something as heavy as money. I didn't grow up with a good money mindset, that I romanticized it a little bit. So I do want to give you some journal prompts that I found pretty helpful on healing that money wound within me. Number one, what does a rich life actually look like to me? And more importantly, what does it feel like to me? And don't be shameful. At one time, I did want to drive around in my dream car. I wanted the penthouse apartment. I wanted the dream boyfriend, but kind of when I removed those materialistic things, I wanted freedom. I wanted security. I wanted peace. I wanted control over my day. Those are the type of things that I wanted to feel, that I felt like honestly money could give me. Prompt number two, where am I leaking energy or money? Is it in shopping? Is it in grocery shopping? Is it eating out all the time? Where is it just leaking? I'm not even thinking about it. Number three, what would the most financially empowered version of me do right now? Would she set some money aside today? Would she get serious about this challenge? Either way, facing your money makes you feel powerful, not punished. This is the first step to becoming a woman that builds wealth instead of waiting for it. Let's move on to day two. Kind of like how I was saying before, on day two, I really like to romanticize budgeting and daily spending. Because here's the thing, we want to treat money like a ritual and not a stressor. One thing that I've been loving doing on my glow up journey is setting a money date for myself. I remember when I used to hate opening up my checking account or my savings account. I used to hate the word budgeting because it felt like homework. I felt like I was in trouble, like I was in the principal's office. I felt like it would drag me down and it would ruin my morning. Ever since I started making money dates with myself, I actually really look forward to it, and I get really excited about my money, which if we are trying to attract more money in our life, those are the exact type of feelings that we want. And when we operate on that higher frequency, then that's all that we can attract. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do this on day two, but going forward after this week, I want you to choose a day for your money date. I either like Sunday nights or Mondays. What I want you to do is I want you to light a candle. I want you to pour yourself a glass of non-alcoholic wine, maybe a Sleepy Girl mocktail, maybe a glass of Pinot Grigio, maybe a little espresso martini. Then I want you to sit down with your favorite blanket in a calm environment, play some jazz music, play some gospel music, play some classical music, grab your journal and grab your favorite budgeting app. And it's honestly very simple from here. Track what you're spending throughout the week. Don't judge, just observe, and make sure you're really categorizing these things. Which things are essentials, which things bring you joy, which things are luxuries, which things are waste, and which things are nourishment. And then week by week, you can make micro adjustments to your plan depending on your goals. For me personally, I use Rocket Money. I've been using them for years, but that's just the one that I recommend. Feel free to use any budgeting app that you want. You can even use ChatGPT or AI. There's also a lot of digital trackers. They have them within the apps, but whatever that you feel most comfortable, that actually like you like the interface that you're actually going to use. It's like SPF. Like you don't just want to choose an SPF. You want to choose an SPF that actually feels good for you. The same thing with any type of budget tracker or digital spending tracker, something that you're actually going to use, that you're going to get excited to use on your money date. I remember when I was having these money dates for myself and I was looking at my spending, looking at those different categories, one of the micro adjustments that I made was getting HelloFresh HelloFresh. Because at a certain point, one of my biggest waste categories was grocery shopping, throwing out food, eating out all the time. I got organized with my food because I don't know about you, but food can feel like such a chore sometimes, and HelloFresh has really helped me out in that area. Like I said, HelloFresh is the sponsor of today's video, so thank you so much, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's video and supporting this amazing community. So y'all, it's like I mentioned before, I started using HelloFresh, I think during COVID time. I honestly just saw their ads everywhere. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of like, not even influencers, but like friends using HelloFresh. Got it. I remember loving it. But I recently started my HelloFresh subscription again, and I'm so glad that I did. But the new HelloFresh has so many new menu items, and I'm a picky eater, but with the new HelloFresh, you can actually swap out veggies and protein. It's like having a customizable restaurant menu at home. Plus, I'm not gonna lie to you, I remember the portions when I was ordering HelloFresh in 2020 being kind of on the smaller side, but I realized that the portions now are larger. They're actually the perfect size now where they fill me up, but they're still healthy. I mentioned last week that I have been in my cooking era. HelloFresh has definitely helped me out with that. But some nights you really do only have 5 minutes. HelloFresh's new ready-made options are a lifesaver for those nights. So if you're like me and you used HelloFresh in the past, know that the new HelloFresh is so good. And if you've been wanting to try it or give it a second chance, now is the perfect time. You can use my code JAZZFM at HelloFresh.com to get 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. Remember, y'all, this is 1 free meal per box with active subscription. Free meals only apply to the discount on the first box. Newer returning subscribers only. Varies by plan. I am not kidding, y'all. This is an exclusive deal for our community. I'll also include the QR code right here. But again, y'all, that is JazzFM at HelloFresh.com. That's going to get you 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. I'll include more information down in the description. Or again, you can scan this QR code right here. Thank you so much, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's video and supporting this community. Okay, y'all, let's move to day 3. On day 3, we are gonna upgrade our spending standards because high value women don't spend carelessly, we don't spend impulsively, we spend intentionally. On day 3, I want you to create a spending rule for yourself. I know some people do a strict no spend November or no spend January or no spend month where they don't spend anything except for the essentials. I know one month I did no buying what I already have. I have 50 million lotions, I don't need another one. I have 50 million foundations, use up what I already have. Ask yourself, do you actually need this? Will this elevate your life or your energy? Is this an emotional purchase? And if it is an emotional purchase, is there something that we can do with our hands and our body to feel that same serotonin boost? This is a great time to create a rich girl wish list. These are items that we are saving for, not impulse buying. Instead of saying, I can't afford that, instead say that is not in alignment with my current plan. Now that is power. I challenge you this week to unsubscribe from 5 marketing emails. And then once you're done doing that, I want you to follow 3 creators that align with the financial energy that you want to create. I mean, content is king. I can't even tell you how many times Aloe has emailed me that they just dropped a color when I own 50 sweatpants and I've ordered it. Not because I need it, just because it was in front of my face. So what if instead we started filling our timeline with actually useful advice that we can use to empower ourselves? You don't have to spend like you're rich to feel rich. You just have to spend like you respect your future. Day 4, y'all, we are more than halfway there. How are we feeling? At least by now you should feel a little bit more empowered, a little bit more relieved, and you might even have that kind of buzz to yourself to get a handle on your finances. Because on day 4, we are gonna build our rich girl routine. Discipline is luxury and order is freedom. I really need you to transform your mindset into these things. On day 4, we are going to design a routine and a structure that builds wealth mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. So for instance, here are some morning ritual ideas. Maybe in the morning we do a finance log. This is where we just log our spending from the day before. Or maybe we do a quick task related to growth. Maybe we set $5 aside into our savings account. Maybe we send that invoice. You can even do this in the evening. Maybe some of those journal prompts that I mentioned. Asking yourself, what felt abundant today? Was it your morning walk? Was it your afternoon walk? Was it somebody texting texting you out of the blue. You can even ask yourself, how did I protect my peace? Maybe it was consuming really good financial content. Maybe it was listening to positive affirmations. Remember how I talked about sometimes if we remove the materialistic, sometimes it's the feeling. That feeling can really come in the form of our morning routine. Waking up early, not checking your phone, making your bed, drinking your green juice, drinking your water, journaling, going for a morning walk. I mean, these are the things that we talked about when we envision our rich girl lifestyle. Command of our morning, peace, relief, calming our nervous system. Sorry girl, my camera died. Hopefully the lighting isn't that much different. But I wanted to mention one last thing that I really want you to focus on for day 4. And honestly, this might take you a couple of days, but that's okay because I'm a big believer on fake it till you make it, look the part, and then you will feel the part. I think it's really important on day 4 to start think of some visual or physical cues that you are in your rich girl era. Again, you don't need to be rich. You just need to move like wealth is inevitable for you. What does this look like? 1, if you work from home or if it's just a rot day, still get ready. Maybe this looks like slicking your hair back. Maybe this looks like doing some overnight rollers, putting on some lip gloss, a brow gel, one of your nice fragrances, even when you're at home. Maybe this even looks like spraying perfume before doing admin work or getting on a Zoom meeting. Don't downplay romanticizing the aesthetic things in your life. Using a pretty planner, using a nice pen, making your Notion template or your budget tracker looking pink and nice and girly and feminine. There are luxury in the little things. And I'm a big proponent on, at least for me, if something is visually pleasing to me, aesthetically pleasing to me, it's gonna make me wanna do it and stick to it that much more. Maybe this is as simple as even choosing a signature drink that you make every single day, your iced coffee, your iced matcha, romanticizing that. These are things in our rich girl routine, visual cues that tell us that we're upgrading our life. And like I said, maybe this goes past day 4 and we start upgrading little things in our closet, doing a capsule wardrobe, finding things that actually fit us and that are tailored to our bodies to elevate our look. Going to Sephora and understanding your undertones and really investing in some high quality makeup to have that signature look. Investing in some high quality pieces, and they don't have to be super expensive. Girl, this is from Amazon. These are from Amazon. I will link them down below with a whole bunch of my other favorite Amazon rich girl, wealthy girl looks. Maybe for the rest of this week, you dress in a way that channels wealth, even if you're just staying at home. Because a woman who honors her time, her space, and her energy, that woman is always gonna give rich. Okay, y'all, we made it to day 5. On day 5, we are taking it back to the classroom because we are going to educate our rich girl mind. Because here's the thing, wealth starts in the mind before it starts in the bank account. On day 5, I want you to do one of these 3 things, or you can do all of them. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to listen to an episode of a money podcast, or a money mindset podcast, or just a mindset podcast, something that will elevate your content that you are already consuming. The second thing that you can do is read one chapter of a finance book. Think of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or Think and Grow Rich. The third thing that you're gonna do, and this is very niche, I want you to watch a TED Talk on emotional spending or investing or lifestyle inflation. Something that gives you a different perspective on the ways that your money might be draining. I'll include some recommendations down below. Also, and again, you don't have to do this, I'm just a journaling girly. Here's a journal prompt for day 5. What did I believe about money growing up, and do I still carry that belief today? There's already a version of you within you that knows how to manage her money. She just needs new tools. For the rest of the week, your money mantras going forward should be I attract wealth. I attract overflow. I receive with ease. I trust my financial decision. These are the things that we repeat back to ourselves all day long and for the rest of this week. Number 6, and I'm really excited about this one because honestly, I can create a whole other video just like this video, and I think I am. So like this video, it'll tell me if you like this concept. But on day 6, I want you to treat your life like a business. Treat your glow up journey like a business. You are the CEO of your finances, whether you work a 9 to 5 or not. So what does a business do? It manages its time, it manages its money, it has a brand, it has an identity, it has systems. And when you treat your glow up journey like a business, you bring an energy of a woman that values herself, because you are the brand, you are the product, product. You are the asset, and everything around you should reflect that. High value women don't wing it. They manage their lives with structure, with clarity, and with confidence. Here's how we're gonna do that. First thing I want you to do is I want you to audit your life like a CEO. This is different than the data auditing that we were doing on day one, because now this is your life and we're viewing it from a CEO perspective. Think of this like a department check-in for each area of your life. So we've already gone over finances. Do you know your income? Do you know your expenses? Do you know your savings? Do you know your debt at a glance? These are all things that a CEO should know. We should know the numbers. And then we have to think about our time, our systems. Am I spending time on tasks that actually support the life that I'm trying to build, or am I just staying busy? We can even look at the department of energy in our life. Who or what drains me? What boundaries need to be in place? And then lastly, let's think about the content that we're putting out there, our brand. Is your personal brand aligned with the woman that you are trying to become? Let's talk about some of the systems that we can institute in our life. And again, I can make a whole other video on this. With our financial systems, we really want to get into automation. We really want to set things up on auto pay, on auto bill pay. We really want to automate putting things into our savings account, even if it's just $10 a week. It's also a great opportunity to open up a high yield savings account. Personally, I book with Marcus. I have a referral code, so I'll include it down below. I also during this time got a credit repair specialist. I will also put her down below as well. CEO energy is about protecting your peace like it is your brand, like it is your company. Your time is valuable, your work deserves to be paid, your routines matter, and your boundaries are final. Different things like creating a revenue tracker, setting up that money date plan for yourself, using auto pay to decrease decision fatigue, prepping 3 HelloFresh meals to stay nourished, reducing that decision fatigue. These are all things, all systems that we use to become a wealthy woman. And now on day 7, girl, it's really quick. I want you to embody this new rich girl identity. Wealth is a frequency, it is not a flex. I want you to do something today that makes you feel abundant. Take a long walk in an abundant area. Go to a nice coffee shop. Run yourself a luxurious bath. Put on some perfume and journal about your goals. Write a letter to your future self from the wealthiest perspective. It's also great because you can read this letter back in 30 days. The way you build wealth is about showing up like you already have it, not because of what's in your bank account, because it's what's in your body, what's in your boundaries, what's in your energy. Girl, I know by day 7, you will feel empowered and you will feel the rich girl energy that you were always meant to feel. I hope this video was informative. I hope it was empowering. I hope this is motivating. I really, really hope you love this series like I love creating it for you. If you like this series, definitely comment down below what the next episode in this series would be. What would you like to see? Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video and definitely go down in my description. That's where you're gonna find all of the information about HelloFresh. Thank you so much for joining me and watching this video, my wealthy, wealthy friend. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye, girl.